Why, hello, everyone. Hello. If you don't know this voice by now, then why are you watching this YouTube video on YouTube or listening to the audio podcast on Apple Podcast, Amazon Music Podcast, or Podbean.com? What is up, guys? This is James, aka Jimmy Pancakes, back here to do a new video slash podcast for you. And this video slash podcast, I know a lot of people have been waiting for me to do and wondering what events or plans do you have for 2026? So I have all the answers for you. So let me just give you a little history really quick. So ever since I started doing YouTube, I would always every year try to do a video like this to talk about the events I was planning to go to that year. So I did it for 2025, and then I think this is the second year I'm doing it. So a lot of people would message me in 2025, hey, you're not at this event, you're not at this event, what happened? So I wanted to give you a little brief history of why I didn't make it to some of the events last year. Sorry guys, my throat hurts, so I might be drinking some water as I'm doing this recording for the video slash podcast, so just bear with me if you don't hear me talk for a little bit. So, the reason why I didn't make it to some of the events last year that I said I was going to do was I had some personal stuff that I had to take care of. And it took me a very long time to get all the personal stuff done. And so I can now say all that personal stuff that I had to take care of that took a very long time, I finally got it all done. And now I'm in the position where I can go to more events this year. So I'm very happy about that. It took a while to get it done, but I can happy to say that I can go to more events this year and do a lot more content for you. So that's just a little brief of reason why I didn't make it to some of the events. Some of the events I really wanted to go to last year, but due to the personal stuff, I couldn't make it out there. So, how I'm going to be breaking this down for you guys. I'm sorry about the coughing too. Like, my throat's hurting, and I was sick last week, and I'm getting the last of the sickness out, so always the last thing to go is the cough. So, how I'm going to be breaking down this video slash podcast for the events, a lot of them is for sure we are going. And when I mean we, because I was sick last week, I didn't really communicate with my co-host, my mom, Marsha, until it was a lot better. And then she was sick, so she's feeling a lot better. So we went through all the events that we wanted to go to this year. And we narrowed them down to the ones that for sure we are going to. And some of them are a maybe that we're going to. Now, why would you say some of them are a maybe, James? I'm going to just explain. Some of the ones that we say maybe is because we don't have enough information about them. We want to see all the information before we make a decision if we want to go. We're also looking at ticket prices, and we have a lot of events that are like close to each other. So just for you know, you know, um, because of all the different events that we're going to, some of them we might skip this year, and we might do them next year. So that's a reason. Those are a couple reasons why these could be maybe. But the ones for maybe, we might go to them or we may not. That's why I would share if we would go to them or not through my social media sites and let you guys know updates on YouTube as well and the podcast. So I just wanted to break that down for you guys so you understand. When we get to the maybe ones, those are just some of the reasons. So if you guys are ready, sit back, relax, and enjoy this video / podcast of all the events that we are going to, and then some of them that are maybe. So, first one that we're going to talk about is this is an event because I haven't been down to Hollywood Boulevard in a very long time. And so there's a little history about this. If you guys don't know, for about 4 years, from 2016 to 2020, I used to work for the Hollywood Wax Museum. It's a family-owned business. They've been open for about 60 years. And so when I worked for the Hollywood Wax Museum, the first year, I was over at the Guinness World Record Museum. Now, just to let you guys know, at the time when I got hired, the Guinness World Record Museum was operated by the Hollywood Wax Museum, but Ripley's, believe it or not, owned the rights to the Guinness World Record. So when I was working there, you could get a ticket, an access ticket to get you into all three museums. So it would be Ripley's, it would be the Wax Museum, and Guinness World Record. Sometime in like 2021 is when the Hollywood Wax Museum closed the Guinness World Record Museum. And they were doing something with the building because the Hollywood Wax Museum did own the building where the Guinness World Record Museum used to be at. But they were doing something with it. So I was down in Hollywood, I want to say about a year and a half ago, when we did the Beetlejuice experience, and I did a whole video on it. So it was the Beetlejuice experience. We did Madame Tussauds. We did Ripley's, believe it or not, and then we also went to the Hollywood Wax Museum. So I got to see my friend Marty that worked at the Ripley's, believe it or not, and I got to see some of my old co-workers like my friend Kent, my friend Johnny, Maria was there. So a lot of different people. So about a year, I want to say about a year ago, they opened up three new attractions at the Hollywood Wax Museum. And I said I was planning to go check them out last year in 2024. I never had a chance to. As I said, now because the personal stuff that I had to take care of, I now have more freedom and I can do more things. So my co-host Marsha and I in March are planning to do a day trip to the Hollywood Wax Museum and also to go check out Ripley's, believe it or not. So really quick to finish the thing before we talk about the new attractions and stuff. So when I worked there, I started at the Guinness World Record Museum. I was a game room attendant because we had a game room for people that play games, and we also had people that try to break world records there. I did that for about a year, and then they moved me over across the street to the Wax Museum. For the last 3 years, I was a photographer, taking photos of the Hollywood sign, and then try to sell you those photos at the end. And I also ran the gift shop as well. So I had a fun time working for that company for almost 4 years. And the reason why I left that job is I got hired at Universal. I was originally going to start in 2020, and then we all know what happened in 2020. COVID happened, and I didn't start my job at Universal until late, like beginning of 2021. So there you go. So, as I said, we are going to be doing a day trip in March to check out the Hollywood Wax Museum. And also my friend Karen, she's the GM at the Wax Museum now. When I was working there, she was the assistant GM, and she's one of the owner's daughters. And I'm friends with a lot of my old coworkers that used to work at Hollywood. I'm so friends with a lot of my old co-workers that still work at the Hollywood Wax Museum, and my friend Marty that works at Ripley's Believe It or Not. So we're going to be definitely checking out the Hollywood Wax Museum because they changed the lobby and stuff. And then they opened some new attractions. So this is a shoot 'em up like 3D adventure. So it's a 3D like theater shooter something. They opened this up right next to the Hollywood Wax Museum. So it's like next to the Hollywood Wax Museum because they did a huge expansion. They changed the lobby of the Hollywood Wax Museum. They changed a lot of stuff. And then right next door, they built this attraction. And now over at the Guinness World Record, that museum, where it used to be the Guinness World Record Museum, they have two new attractions. So one of them, this is the one that I'm really excited about checking out in March, is Outbreak. It's basically like a 365-day year-round haunted house with scare actors. So I'm really looking forward to checking that out. I think that's on the second floor of the Guinness World Record, or that used to be the Guinness World Record Museum. That was the level that I worked on. I was on the second floor, and I think that's on the second floor. And then on the first floor, it's a mirror maze. So it's like a mirror maze, which I think is on the second floor. That used to be the Guinness World Record Museum. But they still have a big giant globe ball that's like floating on water. They still have that, from what my understanding is. When I saw that, they still have that. But everything else is new that used to be the Guinness World Record Museum. So yeah, we're going to be checking out those 3 new attractions and also seeing the new lobby for the Wax Museum. And then also to do that, to end the day, we're also going to be going to also check out Ripley's Believe It or Not. That's where my friend Marty works, and hopefully I'll get to see a lot of hopefully I'll be able to see him that day that we go, because we went about a year ago. He wasn't working, so I'm gonna try to message him and see if he's gonna be working the day that we go. So we're gonna be checking out the 3 new attractions at the Hollywood Wax Museum, checking out the new stuff at the Hollywood Wax Museum, and then we're also going to be ending the day at Ripley's Believe It or Not, and that's going to be our day in Hollywood, and that video will be coming out sometime in March. So there you go. So, uh, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is the first official event of the year. And last year in 2025 was the first year that they did it. Fortunately, my co-host Marsha and I could not make it out to it this year, but we are planning to go either multiple nights to FanFest to Universal Studios Hollywood FanFest, or we're gonna go one time and we might get the front of the line pass. So, this will be my first time actually checking out FanFest. I did see videos of last year's FanFest, but this year will be the first time me actually going. That's going to be taking place in April. It's like the last 2 weeks of April, and it's the first 2 weeks of May. So we're either going to go sometime in April or we're going to go sometime in May before it ends. It's weekends only, so I think it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I don't remember the exact dates. But we're either going to be going one time to FanFest, and we're going to probably get like the front of the line so we can make sure we check everything out, or we're going to go maybe multiple nights, one time in April, one time in May. We're just going to see about it. But this is definitely for sure we are going to go. No question asked. Marsha and I do not want to miss it this year. So we will be going to this, and that video will be coming out either sometime in April or May, depending on if we're going to go one time or if we're going to go multiple nights. So, next one that we're going to talk about, and this is our first maybe one. It's going to be at the end of May. MonsterPalooza. I've been to this convention, I think, once or twice. When it used to be at the Burbank, like, convention center, the one close to the airport. That's where MonsterPalooza started, and now that's where they do Son of MonsterPalooza. But I've never been to it at the Pasadena Convention Center. So this is a maybe. Marsha and I are maybe planning to go. We're definitely going to do a one-day thing. We're not going to do it all 3 days. We're going to either do it on Saturday or we're going to do it on Sunday. It's just in Pasadena, so we're considering doing it, but just depends. So this one we're still on the fence yet. We're still waiting to get more information. More stuff is going to be announced for it, hopefully soon, and we'll hopefully make a final decision. So this one is a maybe if we're going to go to it. So far, yes, we are doing the day trip to the Hollywood Wax Museum and Ripley's sometime in March. Yes, we will be going to FanFest either one time or we're going to go multiple nights. So that's a definitely for sure going. And then MonsterPalooza is in the maybe category. We're still on the fence on this one. So that's one we're going to talk about. And this one is the big one. Midsummer Scream. So, as you guys know, I've gone to this convention multiple times. And every single year that we have gone, I've gotten the Golden Bat. And we were originally planning to go to this one last year. But as I said, unfortunately, we couldn't make it out there. But this one is a for sure yes. This one is going to be August 7th for the 9th. We will be there all three days. We might not go on Friday because that's from, I think, from 6 to 11 p.m. So we might be just doing Saturday and Sunday. But we will be there. We are planning to get a hotel for that because we will be there for a couple of nights. So this one for sure we are not going to miss. This one is a definitely yes, and we will be there. I'm not sure if we're going to go Friday, but we'll definitely be there for Saturday and Sunday. I'll be filming the Hall of Shadows. I'll be filming some of the panels, stuff like that. So there's going to be maybe 3 videos like I did it the year that we did it before. It was, showing the hotel that we're staying at, day 1 of the convention, day 2. There's going to be multiple videos for Midsummer Scream. So definitely that's going to be a yes. Again, that's going to be August 7th for the 9th. We will be there filming as much as we can, filming some of the panels. So we'll definitely be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Not sure if we're going to go there for 4 hours on Friday, but definitely we'll be at the convention Saturday and Sunday. So there you go. That's going to be definitely the one that we do not want to miss. All right, so next one we're going to talk about is Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood. Yes, this is a staple that we will be going every single year. Last year, as you guys know, we did go on opening night. And for people that don't know, I'm still sharing some photos and stuff. Last year I did need to use a wheelchair because of my back. I have some back problems and stuff, but my back is feeling a lot better. I'm trying to get it, better for these events that we're going to this year. I'm trying to, make my back feel better. So there's going to be some photos that I'm going to be sharing soon on social media where you might see me in a wheelchair, because of my back. But sometimes that happens. That's life. So please don't be judgmental on me if you see some photos of me in a wheelchair. That was just a one-time thing because every single year I've gone to Horror Nights, I never had to use a wheelchair. Last year I needed to use it, and also Marsha used it too because she has back problems. So we were sharing that wheelchair on opening night. But this year for Halloween Horror Nights, we are planning to go multiple times. So what we're planning to go to is definitely on opening night, which would be September 3rd is the opening night of Halloween Horror Nights, which is September 3rd. Then we're planning to go another night sometime in the middle, so sometime in October. And then definitely closing night, which I think is November 1st or November 2nd. So definitely 3 times so, because if we don't get all the mazes done the first opening night, we're definitely going to go sometime in the middle and then closing night. So this year we're going to be able to check out all the mazes this year. So there you go. So definitely we're going to be doing more coverage of Halloween Horror Nights this year. Definitely 3 separate videos for sure. One for opening night, one for closing night, one for opening night, one for sometime in the middle, and closing night for sure. So there you go. All right, so the next one that we are going to be talking about, and this one for sure we are going to. Okay? So the next one we're going to talk about is Knott's Scary Farm. Yes, we also go to Knott's Scary Farm every year. There was like 2 years that we didn't go. One year was because of COVID, and then one year because I was working at Universal and I couldn't make it out there. But yes, we will be going to Not Scary Farm this year. If you guys saw my vlog video from Not Scary Farm last year, they fortunately did not allow me to film the mazes the night that we went. So I'm gonna have to double check um with Knots. I'm gonna try calling them and see about like filming the mazes. I don't know if it's just for opening night, that's when they allow it, or if they're gonna allow people to film it, for the month of October. So, we usually go in October, but if we have to go on opening night for Not Scary Farm, that's what we might do. So I'm just gonna have to figure it out. So I know the vlog video wasn't really good last year, but I was working with what they said. I tried to film some of the scare zones and try to make it a good video. So I'm going to try to see if it's just going to be for opening night where they allow filming for the mazes, or if we can do it. So definitely we'll be getting the front of the line passes for Not Scary Farm this year, because we want to make sure we do all the mazes this year. And we're also going to do the buffet this year. Last year we did not do the buffet, but this year we want to try it. So we can give you guys a review of it. So yeah, we're definitely planning to go to Not Scary Farm one time. It might be on opening night. It might be sometime in October. But definitely when I get more information, and I'm going to try to find out more information about when you can film mazes inside the mazes, if it's just opening night or if you can go do it when you go there. So I'm going to try to figure all that information out and stuff like that. So definitely Not Scary Farm is a for sure. We are going this year again to Not Scary Farm. All right, guys, and that's one that we're going to talk about, which is a maybe category, is LA Haunted Hayride. So, as you guys know, last year, for the first time ever, my co-host Marsha and I did go to LA Haunted Hayride. We did enjoy it. I did a vlog video. We did a review video of it. We are thinking we might go to it this year. We might not. It just depends, because we enjoyed it last year. But as I said, my back, at the end of the night, my back was hurting and stuff. Like last year I had really bad back problems. But as I said, I'm trying to work out my back problems for this year. So we're on the fence on this one, if we want to go back to it this year or if we're going to skip it this year. So this one again is a maybe category. So not really sure, but if we were going to plan to go to LA Haunted Hayride, we would probably go again sometime in October. So definitely we're considering it. So there you go. So this is another maybe one, and I think that's it for the maybe one. So yeah, just two of them was a maybe this year. And then let's talk about the final event that we're definitely planning to go to this year to end the year. And the last one is, as soon as it wants to pull up, Grinchmas. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very long time since I got to see Grinchmas. It used to be a lot bigger. I remember back in the day when it was a lot bigger. But now they don't really have it that big. It's just in the plot Persian court. Not the Persian courtyard. the plaza, the Universal Plaza. But a couple years ago, they started also doing Christmas and Christmas in the Harry Potter land, and I've never got to experience that thing. So we definitely want to try to do Grinchmas this year. Definitely, we are going to be doing Grinchmas this year, as well as checking out the Christmas in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So definitely we'll be doing that in November or December. So yes, so just to break down everything for you guys, so you guys are not confused. Um, Again, just in case anyone was not listening, in March we are planning to do the Hollywood Wax Museum, and checking out the 3 new attractions that opened, as well as doing Ripley's Believe It or Not. So that will be a day trip. We're definitely going to be doing Fan Fest. That's going to be either in April or May. We're either going to go one night or we're going to go multiple nights, just depending. Midsummer Scream, MonsterPalooza, is going to be at the end of the May. So this is a maybe. We were planning to either go one day on Saturday or Sunday. So that's still up in the air if we're going to do that. Midsummer Scream is definitely a yes. We're definitely going to be there all 3 nights. And this is definitely going to be a yes. Halloween Horror Nights is definitely going to be yes. This is a tradition that I do every single year. We're planning to do opening night sometime in the middle and closing night, so that's a for sure going. Not Scary Farm is going to be a one-time thing, and I'm going to try to find more information on on when we can film inside the mazes. Sorry about the cough again, guys. Try to find out information of when we can film in the mazes. So if we have to go opening night, that's what we might have to do. So definitely, I'm gonna try to get more information and figure out what day we're going that. But definitely, it's gonna be a one-time thing. We're gonna get the fast lane so we can get through all the mazes and do the buffet. Then the Ellie Haunted Hayride is a maybe if we're gonna go to it. It just depends. And then Grinchmas and the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Christmas, we are going to go in November or December. So those are the events that we're planning to go to. And at the bottom of this video / podcast, I will put a link to it. So you guys could check out the events. Yes, or maybe in case you guys forget or you just want to have an update of the events that we're going to. So the last 2 things I wanted to talk about before wrapping up this video / podcast is Marsha and I are going to try our best to try to get season passes back before summer, because I want to start doing construction update videos for you guys again for Halloween Horror Nights 2026 this year. So we're going to try our best to try and get season passes back before the summer. And then the last thing is if there's any new events that you guys can suggest, like in case I missed anything or any new events that are coming up that you might think I will enjoy, please share them with me on the comments. You can message me on any of my social media sites. Or if there's any new events that I see that I didn't list here on these events, then I will definitely share with you on social media and maybe do another update video on these events. So, yeah, this is pretty much going to wrap up this video / podcast. I want to thank everyone for watching. Thank everyone for listening. I hope you guys enjoy the events I'm going to go to this year. Definitely trying to do more content for you guys this year. And I know a lot of other people were wondering if I'm still going to do movie reviews, food reviews, the history videos. Yeah, all those are in the work. As I tell you before, I'm a one-man army. I do everything by myself, so I have to do the research. I have to do all the notes. I have to film. I have to edit, post them. So videos will slowly be coming. I have some new videos that I'm currently working on editing and stuff. So hopefully those videos will be coming out pretty soon. So definitely give me time. I'm gonna try to get videos out for you. Definitely during the slow months if there's no events going on. So definitely check out all my stuff. And I want to thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to follow my co-host, my mom Marsha, she was not joining me for this video / podcast, but if you guys want to follow her on her social media site, she has X and she also has Instagram. And if you want to follow me, your host, aka James, aka Jimmy Pancakes 20, you can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on X. You can follow me on Instagram, and you can follow me on TikTok. And I also do post on the YouTube on the post section. So I also do updates on there as well. So I want you guys to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of your night, morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this video on YouTube or listening to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcasts, or Podbean.com or their official app. I don't know when the next video / podcast can be coming, but I will definitely share when those videos are coming on all my social media sites. That's where you get the latest updates on everything that I'm doing. And there you go. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you for the next video / podcast coming soon.